What up, Houston Texans fans? We're back. Bye week's over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Texans versus Carolina. We look at the injury report. Uh, Javier Thomas, full participant. Denzel Perryman, full participant. Josh Jones, Xavier Hutchinson, Tank Dell, and Blake Cashman are all full participants in practice as of Thursday. Lermy Tunsil, Hassan Ridgeway, Sheldon Rankins, and Braven Jordan and Titus Howard are all limited, but it looks like the up that they will play.
Bridgeway. That's
Yep.
the big one.
And then the one that will probably not play is going to be Robert Woods. Did not practice again due to a foot injury.
What about Stingley? It's been
So,
4 weeks, hasn't it?
yes, but he has not been on the practice squad or anything. So give or take, probably another week or two, maybe.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Like, not to be dismissal of them, but it's just the Panthers. So
Yep. You need him for Adam Thielen? Yeah.
we,
Look,
we we should, in theory, be the favorites. I think.
yes, I would think so. With the better, as of right now, the better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Sadly, the better running backs.
Mm-hmm. Is it just the Texans versus the Panthers, or is it really CJ versus Bryce?
CJ versus Bryce is going to be the
I don't
narrative.
feel it.
No, I don't think so. But the media, and it's surprising because the media hasn't really been talking about it much. But I feel as it goes, it's gonna somebody's
That's why
gonna.
I was asking, because I was like, I figure I'd hear more about it, but I'm not.
Yeah,
And I wonder what would happen if both of them, if they were both playing good. You probably would.
yeah. Because whenever it was Anthony Richardson versus CJ, that was big. It was boom, two rookies head to head. Now it's kind of just like, Texans, Panthers. Like
Yeah.
the good thing is that pretty much it's gonna be. I don't want to say even since they're both coming off a bye, but they get to look at each other for more than a week, figure out okay how we're gonna play each other, and maybe that's why it's kind of sizzled down a bit on the CJ versus Bryce
Are you
fiasco.
nervous that we had the off week?
Not really. I think we
Because
we
we kind of
definitely,
had momentum.
yeah, but I think we also needed the health.
True.
I'll take the health over the momentum a little bit. I think D'Amico is enough to hype that team back up, and
Well, I was about to say, if we come out and aren't able to execute the same, is that like on the player? Is that on the coach?
I think it's more on the coach to setting your players up for success in that way. But then again, we did talk about it like the Astros. The players go out to play the game, and
True.
so
It would mean a lot more if they just came out and did good, because that means that you are being coached well, you are learning, you are executing. Like, that would be a lot easier. So, if they're listening, please do that one, not the bad one.
yeah, yeah, we're still hurt from past teams, for sure. The wounds are still there, fresh. I guess focusing on the offensive side, what are you looking for on?
Well, so I consider this the second half of the season. Uh, like, I think they have a pretty decent little defense over there. Brian Burns, Derek Brown, J.C. Horn, Lou. So they're not scrubs per se, but it's like, I think it's a good time to try to start with getting your run game going.
Yeah,
Because that, I mean, when we run the ball, it makes everything so much easier for us. I mean, obviously it does, but like, I'd be arrogantly an asshole if we were that kind of offense who could run the ball and CJ play like that. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I agree. I honestly feel like if you're going to be successful, especially in the division going forward, you need to get this run game going out somehow, some shape, some form. Especially with the O line getting healthier, CJ playing the way he's doing, the wide receivers still moving around with injuries and this and that. Like that's the only part of the offense where I kind of feel not worried is the word, but I am hesitant of are you going to do good? I guess it's getting close to worry though. Let me put the meter up a bit.
There's sometimes, yes, I worry very much because it's like, oh shit, I've seen this story before. I don't like it.
Should they trade for another running back, or you think it's just they just need to work with what they got?
You still don't have expectation on you, in my opinion, because you're the Texans who were ridiculously bad last year. So I wouldn't try to speed up the process just yet. Not for a running back. I'm not giving up capital for a running back.
So I feel like make it work with what you got. If not, go grab somebody that and
Well, you're still trying to figure out. It's like, okay, we're not running the ball, but why? Is it the running back? Is it the play call? Is it the O line? Is it the O line combination? You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, let's just see what we have at all three. But I don't know if I would trade for a running back. I don't know if I would trade for much of anything, to be honest with you.
yeah, because we're in talks, of course, speculations, rumors of getting defensive players like Chase Young and all these other guys. But
Mm-hmm.
it kind of feels like they're where you're at. Let's see what we got. So
Mm-hmm.
going forward next year, we know what we need to replace. We know what we need to get when we have money and capital now. We know who we need to cut and trade away. And I think if you're just playing pretty much for fun right now, is what it seems like.
And like just to that point, like they had like Chase Young or Montez Sweat or like Daniil Hunter, like a bunch of different DNs. And it's like, man, there was a couple really good games where Grenard looked amazing. Like, is he the fit? And then there was a couple like down set of play, like defensive stands where Dylan Horton looked fucking amazing. Malik Collins is tackling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we might have what we need there. We just have to figure out how to use it. You know?
Yep. I mean, look at Blake Cashman, bro. I think
Uh,
he's number one, I think, in percentage for like,
he's PFF graded number one linebacker in football. That's
hmm
crazy.
and it just kind of shows like, I mean, you had said it way when we first got him that fans were gonna love him,
Mm-hmm.
but now
He's a converted safety, so people are like, "Oh, he has such amazing coverage ability," and I was like, "Of course he does. He's a safety by trade, and then he just plays linebacker because he can tackle." So I like him. Like he might be the strong side linebacker for the next 5 years, for all we know. I'm good with it.
these guys like, especially they like playing for D'Amico. They like playing in his system. They like gassing each other up and everything. I mean, on the defensive side, I mean, you're looking at like Tavier Thomas coming back, Denzel
Mm-hmm.
Perryman, of course, for like some depth and everything. Sheldon Rankins and Hassan Ridgeway coming back. Like,
Oh,
those are,
fucking and like you get Tommy or Thomas back, which is good in cover. Shaq Griffin played his ass off. I ain't gonna lie. He does his thing. He had a couple penalties in that New Orleans game, but it's like he been doing that all game. We didn't say nothing. You
mhm,
know what I'm saying? So I love it. I love that kind of play. Our defense is good. I'm with you. Let's just see what we have, and then we'll figure it out later.
yeah. And it feels like the way CJ's playing, Will Anderson's playing Will's playing under the radar for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. It's kind of like how we said this QB battle. Ain't nobody talking about it really. Like there's smoke, but ain't nobody saying nothing, and we're fine with that. That's how he said he wanted it. Now CJ, I'm kind of glad he got that interception stuff out of the way. Now
Big
he can just
time.
focus on football. He can focus on what he's doing, and I honestly just feel like even if I mean Robert Woods it was a nice little security blanket for him, but going forward, I think even if they don't have him, getting Tank Dell back and everything, they're gonna be able to move around Noah Brown, all these other guys.
I was
Like,
about to say they obviously like using Noah Brown. They
yeah,
used the shit out of him in that New Orleans game. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, everybody's bought into what we're doing because everybody just does their thing and whatever's open, we go to it. That's why you have Nico Collins having a couple monster games. Tank had a big game. Schultz had a big game. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know who's going to do it, but if everybody does their job, we'll find somebody to do it.
yeah, I agree. All right, who you got?
I got Houston by more than a touchdown. I have Houston by 8.
By 8.
Yeah,
I think I got Houston by like 14.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. I think they come out guns blazing, like hot, ready to go, and I think it's like I think
Oh, I
it's
hope you're right.
legit.
We need a win around this camp.
Yeah,
It's been a tough week in Houston sports.
yeah. We need the reaction um, Sunday. Bring in a
Yes.
new week. You know. Let's do it right, Texans. Let's bring it in. Let's get on the start the new season hot. It seems like in the division it's Jacksonville, and then it's right there flirting with it. Colts flirting with it, and the Titans look like they're giving up on it already.
Oh, that's why last week I was like, man, fucking the Colts and the Browns are going at it. I really wanted the Colts to win that, to be honest, as ridiculous as it sounds being in the division, but damn it. Browns pulled it off. Fucking Kareem Hunt. Hey, be honest, when Deshaun Watson took that hit the other day, did you get happy? I got happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, we have their pick, so I don't want Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted them.
You're a hater? No, I'm looking out for what's best for my team, which is Cleveland doing bad, so we get a better pick. It's just statistically makes sense. Like, I mean, I don't want them to win. I don't like Deshaun anyway, but yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. At the end of the day, it is what it is. All right, Texans fans, if you made it to this point, like, subscribe to the network. We got you covered on all Houston Texans going forward. It's going to be a fun ride now after the bye week. You can check out all of our Astros content, Rockets content. Rockets and Texans going to get a lot of our love going forward now because this seasons are going and getting ready. U of H basketball starting up in a few weeks, so make sure you check those out too. Other than that, enjoy the weather, enjoy the cold fronts coming in. Houston, we are out of here. Later.
Peace.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.